I wanted to be a pilot, and I started working as a flight instructor for a company there in Chicago where I started. Not working out as well as I'd hoped, just they downsized the school, and I started here with Envoy, which was American Eagle at the time, and started as a gate agent. And it was one of those things where I liked being at the airport, I liked working for the airline, but I wanted to use a lot of the skills that I'd already had being a flight instructor, and somebody had recommended, well, come join us in operations. And from there, I just never left ops. And I was very fortunate to have leaders that saw that I wanted to do more. I went from just being a lead agent to then becoming the director of operations here at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. I like that it's always different, that there's always challenges, there's always something new. Even on a blue sky day, you have the random curveball of there's maintenance issues, or you have an aircraft emergency. Day to day for us, really, it starts out with a lot of conference calls, but it's really to help get the information that we need for every department. Although we work for Envoy, we also ground handle for 3 other regional carriers that operate here in Dallas. So it's trying to get in terms of the information from each one of them as to what their issues, what their concerns are, and that lets us get set up to be successful for the start of the operation at that point. So I think one of the coolest places I've ever traveled to was when we actually had the Airline of the Year award-winning tickets. Used those in conjunction with my sister's wedding, and we went to Ireland. Traveled around Ireland and then ended up flying to London. It's not something that you get to do necessarily on an everyday basis if you don't work for an airline. And I think that, you know, having the opportunities to travel internationally like that, it's awesome. I'm very fortunate to have had other leaders that have guided me as I started with the company. Being able to say, giving me a little piece of a puzzle and telling me, okay, make the rest of the puzzle. And I like to do the same thing. And then if they're doing well with that, to be able to go in and then keep adding to that so that they are then hopefully able to take my position one day. Maybe it's a pride thing, but I am very proud to say that I work for a regional. We're very hands-on in every role that we're here, but I'm regional through and through.